And as far as your weather headlines, as we head throughout the rest of our election day, we are expecting a few isolated showers to remain along the coast, but we could see some of these move inland as we go throughout the rest of our afternoon. Hot and muggy conditions remaining in the forecast through Friday, but then we are expecting our next cold front for next weekend that very well could bring us some rain chances. But as we look at that temperature trend for the next several hours, we are expecting those temps to be in the upper 80s for the most part as we go to this afternoon, but expecting South Padre Island to reach a high of 80, surf temperature at 83 degrees with high tide at 5:25 this afternoon. As we look at future clouds and radar, we're going to see just occasional cloud cover. We're seeing those cumulus clouds over the valley, but very well we're going to keep that slight rain chance in the forecast as we really could see some isolated stray showers moving along our area as we head into the next several hours. And then eventually rain chances diminish in the overnight hours, but we are expecting those high temps to be in the 90s in some locations. Mostly across Texas, we are dealing with just occasional cloud cover. We're seeing some increasing moisture and humidity levels from the Gulf of Mexico, but as we go into the next several days, we're going to see this repeat of hot and muggy conditions through the rest of our work week. So highs in the 80s and 90s, lows in the 60s and 70s, and then that next cold front bringing cooler weather as well as some rain chances for this next weekend. So definitely expecting a rather gloomy weekend with those highs only topping out in the 60s, and we very well could see some lows in the 50s there. Some areas might even actually be in the 40s. So we are going to see some sweater weather on the way heading into the weekend, into the start of next week, and also a lot of cloud cover expected. So definitely enjoy the sunshine while we have it and warmer conditions because we are expecting a significant cool down as we head into next weekend. Tropical storm Nicole right now just off the east coast of the U.S. Winds at 50 miles an hour, gusts at 65 miles an hour. We're still seeing a lot of activity for hurricane season, even though we are in the last official month of hurricane season. As we look at that forecasted track, this system is expected to strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane, impacting the eastern Florida coast there, as well as bringing some widespread rain in that area as they are still recovering from the impacts of Ian back about a month ago there. So that is expected to veer off towards the northeast and not really pose a threat to us or the Rio Grande Valley. But as we look at the next 7 days here across the valley, expect those warm conditions in the forecast. Highs in the upper 80s, lows in the 70s and 60s. We are going to see mostly hot and muggy conditions through the rest of the work week, and then that next cold front on the way for early Saturday morning. It's going to give us overcast skies and cooler conditions and those lows in the 60s there as we head into the next few days. So definitely get those jackets out because this weekend we are going to expect to see some cooler conditions, and that's going to last through the start of next week. So this next cold front a little bit stronger than what we've seen with these previous cold fronts. So definitely expecting that rain chance, and a Saturday looking more likely to be a gloomy day for the valley.